Your sister's on the phone. Your sister's calling you. Your sister's...
Hey, honey, did you hear? Oral got engaged.
Oh my God! When did he do it? Where?
I was in the nail place this morning. You know, the one by the bakery, the one with the Koreans?
Yeah, I know. And we go there all the time. How did it happen?
Well, I saw Mrs. Kachina in there. You know, Bobby C's mom. She said that Mrs. Caruso called her this morning with the news.
That Bobby was something in high school. You see him now? He waddles like an oversized penguin. Ha! Well, get her on the phone. We need details.
Okay, hold on.
Let me tell you about my best friend. She a real one, yo, she more than a best friend. She ain't never let me down. She always been around. She kept my head up when I was...
Hey, you!
Hey, baby!
I know, right? I've been waiting months. He did it when he dropped me off last night. You should see the ring. The diamond is huge, like one of those pastries at Vinny's.
Let's go out tonight and celebrate. Oh, we can go to Montague's for a few drinks. Lo, you free?
Sure. I could use a break from Phil and Little Philly. What time? 7? I'll get Mom to watch Little Philly.
I think that's okay. Let me check with Chris. I think he's working late tonight, closing the restaurant.
So when's the wedding? What color should we wear? Oh, we can get the dresses at David's.
Yeah, David's is good. You know, Mary Carucci got her dress there. I bet she had to starve herself to fit into that dress.
Oh, she doesn't shut up, that one. Talks and talks and talks. I don't know how Georgie takes her. Aro, what's the matter? You're so quiet.
I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know if I really love him.
Aro, you've been alone 2 years since Richie went away. How's he doing anyway?
I don't know. He calls every couple of weeks, but I don't pick up. Okay, I guess. If not, his mother would be all over me. She goes to see him on visiting days.
Yeah, she's a piece of work. I don't know who's crazier, him or her.
Right? Aro, what are you afraid of? Chris is a good guy. He has the business with his family. He's cute. He treats you nice.
Girls, he's bald. And that mustache? I don't know.
Bald? Who cares? And he's balding, not bald. I think his mustache looks sexy. Kind of like Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck? Really, Lo?
I wish Phil was bald. Like, totally bald. No eyebrows or nothing. He has so much hair. Oh, it drives me nuts. It's everywhere. In the drain, on the floor, even in little Philly's room. Oh, and he's like a woman, spraying, gelling, brushing this way, that. Oh, one of these days, I'm going to shove that brush right up.
Yeah, Arl, he's nice. He obviously thinks the world of you. Remember last Christmas, he bought you that necklace? The one with the diamonds and the pearls? That must have cost like $5,000.
6,000 at least.
I know. But it's his family too. His brothers are always ganging up on me. And the sisters. I swear the younger one has a mustache thicker than Chris. His father is sweet. But that mother, she looks at me like I'm a Russian spy or something.
Well, Chris is the oldest. Then there's the restaurant and everything.
And I can't believe I'm telling you this, but he smells like lamb from the restaurant. He showers, uses cologne, but he still smells like well-done lamb chops.
Mom's lamb chops are amazing.
Oh, and that sauce she uses. I think she gets it from the Italian place.
Girls, please. Are you listening? Lo, you love Phil? Ange, what about Tony?
Arl, we've been married for like forever.
Ange, what does that mean? Yes, no, maybe?
It's not that simple. I'd say yes, kinda. I mean, Tony follows me around everywhere.
What do you mean follows you around? You mean literally like right behind you?
Well, he never goes out. with friends, strangers, anyone. It's always, what are we doing tonight, Ange? Should we take little Tony to the park, Ange? Should we order a pizza, Ange? I just want a few minutes to myself. I want to sit on the toilet and read my People magazine in peace. I mean, the only time he goes out without me is to work and 8 o'clock mass. Oh, and confession every other Saturday. Like, what does he have to confess? That he ordered the pizza with pepperoni when I wanted onions.
Phil's never home. He's either working or playing golf.
Do you think he's seeing someone?
Ugh, Phil wouldn't do that. He's got a Madonna complex. He loves his mother, then me, in that order. Plus, his mother would put the Malocchio on him if he cheated.
Don't tell me he believes in evil spirits.
He does. It's too funny. The other night, I gave him the horns after supper as a joke. You should have seen him run straight up to our room. I peed myself. I was laughing so hard. Oh, Arul, it's not that bad. He's a good provider, my Phil. He loves little Philly. And, well, I'm afraid to be out there again. I hear it's like a jungle with no trail map.
And you're waiting for the lions to tear you limb from limb. No way, nada.
Ange, come on, you're being dramatic.
Arl, you better hang on to him. Everyone talks about love this and love that. I'll take pepperoni pizza and a second shadow any day.
What about the physical part? Is it still,
It's disgusting. Phil came home with some Indian book the other night, the Kuma Kama something, I don't know. He had the nerve to ask me to, in the kitchen. I mean, I hadn't even mopped that day. It was horrible.
And with your sciatica.
I know, right?
Girls, I don't know what to do.
Lo, let's get Mom on the phone. She'll straighten her out.
What do you mean, straighten me out? What does your mother know about love?
You'll see.
Your daughter's calling you, wants to see what you're up to.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, hi, baby. How are you, little Tony?
Mom, we need your advice. I mean, Arl needs it.
Mom, I'm here too.
Oh, sweetheart. How's Philly? Still in love with his Nona?
Mom, we need your help with something. You have a few minutes.
Of course. I heard about Arlene and the Greek boy. Oh, so sweet. I'm so happy for her.
Mom, Arl's on the phone too.
Oh, Arlene, my baby girl. Oh, congratulations. Oh. Now, how's your mother? Her bunions? Oh, poor thing.
She's fine, Mrs. T. And thank you. How did you find out?
I was at the bakery this morning, and Lorraine from over on the boulevard was there. You know Lorraine, the one with the big hair. She said your mom called her before she left. Oh, so exciting.
Geez, it seems like my business is all over town. It's spreading faster than herpes.
What? Like what? What? Herpes? What's that?
Nothing, Mom, nothing. Mom, Arl needs your help.
Oh, what do you need, sweetheart? You need money? You need Mr. T to fix something? I'll send him right over right away. Come on! Get off the couch! Arlene needs something fixed in her house. Come on, get over here.
No, Mrs. T, nothing like that. It's just, I don't know how to say this. I don't know if I'm in love with Chris. I mean, he's a great guy, a hard worker, but I don't know if I'm in love with him. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Honey, don't be embarrassed. It's me. Now, you like him, right?
Yes.
And he respects you.
Yes.
Does your mother like him?
I think so.
So what's the problem?
Mrs. T, I want to be in love. I want to see fireworks when we kiss. I want to tingle. Am I making any sense?
Sense? No. I have no idea what you're talking about. Tingle? Arlene Piscano, do you think I loved Mr. T when we got married?
Well, sure. I mean,
Stop. It was a rhetorical. What's wrong with you girls these days? Listen, when I was 19, I married him. I didn't know what love was. My mother didn't know what love was. My Nona didn't know what love was. Are you seeing a pattern here? My parents wanted me out of the house. He seemed nice. He was in the union. He was Italian. He bought me flowers a few times. In love?
well, maybe you just forgot you were in love.
Maron. Arlene, you are such a sweet kid. But sometimes you can be a little stupid, no? No offense, sweetie. You know I think the world of you. I think I may have been in love with Mr. T for maybe 2 days back in the 80s. Or maybe it was reflux, I don't know. Mr. T shovels the snow off my car before I go to work. He rinses the dishes before he puts them in the dishwasher. And get this, he puts the lid down on the toilet when he's done peeing. Arlene, that's as good as it gets. Sorry to tell you, kiddo, but that's love.
Mrs. T, that's enough for you? I mean...
Oh, you've seen Mr. T, right? Those glasses? How thick can you get? I get dizzy when I look him straight in the face. Baby, you gotta make compromises. Life is about compromises. Now you're coming over on the 4th for the barbecue, right? Oh, and bring your Chris. I'm making my lasagna.
Yes, Mrs. T, we'll be there. And thank you for the advice. I think. Is your mother feeling all right?
Carl, have you been listening?
What do you think she told us before we got married? You learn to love. You learn to love.
I am your best friend and you never told me this.
Carl, Tony is a good guy. He works, he comes home, he treats me decent. We go on a cruise every year, 2 times to Atlantic City. I have little Tony. It's not that bad.
Really? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Oh, I love that show. Remember the one with Robert Redford? God, he was beautiful.
Whoa, please.
Little Tony, he's the light of my life. Oh, get this. One time, Big Tony went to spank him. I mean, right in front of me. I got up in his face and I told him I'd scratch his eyes out if he put a hand on him. I'd pluck him out and then throw him in the disposal. You should have seen his puss. He moped around for days.
If Phil hit little Philly, they'd be finding his body parts all over Staten Island.
Both of you seem happy.
Well, things are okay. We just don't believe in all that Shakespearean love crap.
I hated that movie. Gwyneth Paltrow? What kind of a name is Gwyneth? Like Polish? And that hair. I know she dyes it.
Well, I hated Shakespeare. I didn't understand a word. Thank God Barbara Coletta let me cheat or I'd still be there.
Aro, do yourself a big favor. Don't list that Kuma book when you register for the wedding.
I'm stunned.
Aro, come on. Little Philly, Mom, Dad, and Ange, they are right here, inside, like they're a part of me. Someone needs a kidney, I'm at the hospital the next day. Doc, take it out. If one of them is about to get run over, I'm Superwoman, flying in to save the day. Now, Phil, well, maybe he's on the kidney waiting list. You see what I mean?
I'd make Tony take an Uber to the hospital.
An Uber?
Listen, don't do a thing. Just tell Chris yes. And then when you come over on the 4th, you can talk to Mom in person. Bring Chris, okay?
You'll get to see little Tony and Philly. We'll have fun.
You promise you'll be with me every step of the way? I can't do it without you two. We still going out tonight?
Yeah. See you later.
Oh, and Arl, you're going to love Mom's lasagna. Hello, where's Phil tonight?
Playing poker with his buddies.
I do not understand that game. Tony plays online for hours, that Texas Hold'em. He better not be playing for real money. I want to go on a cruise to Aruba this year.
I'd rather play pinochle, like we did when we were kids.
Yeah, that was great. Remember how mad Mom used to get when she thought Dad was cheating? I think she was the one who cheated. Oh, those two, yelling and screaming. We should have taped them. They were hilarious.
Ange, I yell at Phil, like almost every day. What about you and Tony?
Well, sure, I yell. So what? It's the only reason he listens. If he wanted to marry a mute, he could have married one of those girls on Rockaway Boulevard. Lo, we're Italian. We yell, we scream. It's part of our DNA. Doesn't mean anything.
Hey, you. Hey, girls.
Oh my God, it's bigger in person. Lo, look at the size of that rock.
Blinded by the light. Arlo, I'm so happy for you, baby. Oh, really? I mean it. Oh, we're drinking appletinis. Here, taste.
That's good. Let's get another round. Some food, too. I'm starving.
Arlene Piscano? Is that you? It's me, Laurie, Rocky and Terry's daughter, from the store.
Lori, how are you? It's been like forever. You look good. Doesn't she, girls? How long have you been working here?
Since my Paulie got laid off. He's starting something next week, but I'm not gonna quit. Truth is, it's great getting away from the kids a couple nights a week. Let him read Goodnight Moon 25 times in a row. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Those wheels were gonna take Mommy straight to the loony bin if she didn't get a break.
Lori, you know Ange and Lo, Carmine and Carmela's girls? Carmela, she did the Mary Kay stuff a few years ago. Your mother used to go to her parties.
Oh yeah, hi, how are ya?
Hey, Lori. Oh, these appletinis are really good. You know, I remember you from grade school, PS 111. Remember Mr. Zakowski from gym class?
Holy crap, he was nuts, that guy. Swinging upside down on the rings, cackling like a hyena, scared the shit out of me.
I know, right? Oh, remember Joey P? He couldn't do a tumble salt. And Mr. Z made him do it over and over. Let's go, Joey. Do it again. Don't tuck your shoulder. Come on, Joey, now roll.
That was so funny. Poor Joey. I heard he got hit by a car over on Queens Boulevard.
Is he all right?
He's dead. His mother had to pull the plug.
Oh my God. That's awful. His poor mother.
I know, right? That woman has seen it all. First, her husband on the construction site. Now her son buried back to back at Calverton Cemetery. I don't know how she gets up in the morning. Well, what can I get you?
Another round of appletinis. And how about shots of melon balls? I haven't seen balls for months.
Shots? Are you nuts? It's Thursday night. Okay, just one, no more. Lori, Look, I got engaged.
Wow, it's huge. It's like one of Vinny's pastries.
Pastries.
He must really want you, this guy. Who is he? Do I know him?
Well, maybe. You know the Aegean restaurant, the one on 175th Street? The Greek place. It's Chris. He owns the restaurant with family. Skinny, about 6 feet tall, mustache.
I like Greek food. Is there a brother for me?
And take you away from Paulie.
Please, I'm begging.
You are still a riot. I think we'll have some nachos and a caprese salad. Tell him easy on the basil this time and bring 3 forks, okay? Thanks, hon.
Sure. Give me a few minutes. I'll bring the drinks first. Oh, I'm so happy for you, especially with Richie and all.
Does everyone know about me and Richie?
Are you kidding? It was in all the papers. The Daily News, the Post. I think even the Staten Island Reporter ran an article on him. Cop arrested for extortion, dealing drugs. I never thought I'd say this, but that guy was a fucking nightmare. Forget about him. He'll be upstate forever. Probably die up there.
What do you mean?
Well, he was a cop, Arl, on the wrong side of the law, protecting drug dealers. I heard he was Randall Cobra's bodyguard. Randall the Cobra? Arl, where have you been? The guy from Stuffin Boulevard? Come on, the guy who left the dead bodies in the middle of the street, the ones with signs.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember.
I'm surprised he's lasted this long in prison. They're animals up there. Upstate is not like Rikers.
Arl, tell us the truth. You really had no idea.
I didn't know, I swear. I knew something was wrong, but I should have known. You don't have to tell me. I've heard it like 1,000 times from my mother.
I'm sorry. It's just that you never really talked about it. I mean, he was a cop, a detective even. What was he thinking anyway? Stronzo.
He was mean the last 3 months. Drinking a lot. Even slapped me a few times.
He hit you? That dick.
I should have shot him. Put him out of his misery.
You should have told us. We would have run him over. Go forward and back up a few times for good measure.
I didn't know what to do. He was under a lot of stress. The investigation, the lawyers.
Still, Arl, he hit you. Tony knows I'd kill him if he put a hand on me.
Here you go, girls. The food will be in about 10 minutes.
Arl, it's okay. Come on. Our toast. Salute to Arlene and Chris. Long life.
I haven't spoken to that bastard in almost a year. And the way he is, he doesn't deserve me. Screw Richie Samsoni. Let's drink these balls before they go stale.
Yeah, nobody likes stale balls.
Girls, your mother said some really nutty things on the phone. What is she, a philosopher now? The Plato of Parsons Boulevard?
Arl, Mom's right. Marriage starts out great. He can't keep his hands off you, pats your ass when he goes by. He even listens to you when you get home from work. I mean, really listens, not that, yeah crap. Then all of a sudden, bam, gone. Like you're living with your cousin.
Arl, she's right. Happens to everybody.
Well, it got better when little Tony was born. We talked again. It was like we were in it together, you know? Big Tony was really sweet, changing little Tony, putting him to bed. Now, I wish I only saw him on weekends. Maybe every other weekend. Don't tell anyone, but I do a little party dance when he leaves for work in the morning. No music, just me in my bathrobe.
I was so into Phil before we got married. Head over heels gonzo. He worked out, looked good, always dressed perfect. I could see girls staring at him when we went out, then giving me the look. You know that look. Now, who cares? They can have him. Girls, he's so vain. Last week, I caught him staring at himself in our big mirror. You know, the one in our living room? He even puckered his lips and blew himself a kiss. Mwah! Honest to God, a real frickin' kiss.
What the? I hope it wasn't a French.
And the jerk hasn't kissed me in weeks.
That's creepy, don't you think?
It's like Stephen King times 500 creepy.
Chris isn't vain at all, and he's sweet. I catch him watching me when I get up from the couch. It's so cute.
Do you mean staring, like sizing you up for a hole in the ground? You don't think that's strange?
Ange, come on. He's smiling because he's happy to be with me. It's just me and him. Nobody else in the world. You know, he only had one serious girlfriend before me.
That can't be true. He's like 39.
Well, she died. I think she went to Greece to visit her family and drowned. He won't talk about her, changes the subject when I bring it up. Even his sisters won't give me any details. I think he may have grown up with her, went to Greek school together.
Well, I think Mom's right. I mean, Dad is great and all, but come on, he is not an attractive man. Oh, and have you seen his back? It's like a carpet. Little Tony gets scared when he sees him. His own grandson. Now, take Mom's advice, Arl. She knows what she's talking about.
We need another shot. Hey, Lori, another shot, please. And another round, too.
Mom is the best. Remember when the time I left Phil? Oh, I felt so bad about myself, about us, our relationship. I didn't understand Phil at all. After we got married, I thought he was going to treat me like a queen, bring me breakfast in bed, rub my feet. You know, like in those romance novels.
Queen, Lo, you're his peasant. Oh, Arl, what were those people called in Russia? You know, with that guy.
Oh, the Tsar, a serfs.
Yeah, a serf. You are tied to the land, Louise. I'll unshackle you when I return from my royal golf game. Lo, don't you remember what Mom told us? Men are pigs. They want two things, sex and more sex.
Ange, come on. You've been having sex since high school.
Yeah, so I never enjoyed it. I just did it. I mean, everyone was doing it.
Ange, everyone was not doing it. Remember those brainiac girls who sat in the front row, knew all the answers? They were definitely not having sex.
Sex is overrated, especially with Phil. I don't know where he gets his crazy ideas. From the internet, maybe, or one of his buddies. I couldn't care less. Once a month is fine with me.
Once a month? You're kidding.
I'm saying once a month with Phil. I've got a new friend, Arl.
Lo, you're having an affair? With who? Does he live around here?
Right in the neighborhood.
I must know him. Come on, give me a hint.
Nope, you've never met. And it's not a who, Arl. It's a what.
A what? Who's a what?
It's my vibrator, silly. It's the best. It doesn't talk back, doesn't make a mess, and only asks for one thing.
Batteries. 4 AA Duracell batteries 2 times a year. Mine has a kickstand. Sits 3, 2 on the seat, 1 on the handlebars. I put little Tony in for his nap, turn on Judge Judy, and away I go. She'd put me in jail if she could see me what I'm doing.
You girls are having too much fun. By the way, the shots are on me. Oh. And I'll could try the rabbit. You'll never leave the house, work, play to pick up the kids. I even bought the mini version for those hard to get places.
This place is great.
I hope they never close. The neighborhood would never be the same.
You know, you Toscanos are full of wit and wisdom today.
Wit and wisdom, piss and vinegar. Ready? Get set, go.
Let's get back to your mother. Where did she get that stuff? You learn to love compromises.
I think her mother told her. Or maybe it was Aunt Josie. Ange, you remember?
It was Aunt Josie, definitely. Man, you didn't mess with Aunt Josie. She's been dead for 10 years and I'm still afraid of her.
Amen.
Well, did I ever meet her?
No, she moved to Boston when we were young. After a few years, she started speaking with that accent. I don't know how those people understand each other. We used to imitate her behind her back. One time, she heard me and chased me down the block with a butcher knife. I swear, I thought she was gonna kill me.
Pack the cat. Wicked smart. The socks.
Ugh.
Still can't stand it.
So what's the story? Come on, I'm gonna have to pee soon.
Well, she was a few years older than Mom. After she graduated high school, she started working outside the neighborhood, like in Queens somewhere. She was 18, never had a boyfriend. Mom says she was innocent, would give you the shirt off her back.
And you sure? I don't remember Mom saying that.
Lo, shh, I'm talking. So she meets this guy. I think he was a truck driver for some big company. He was on the road a few times a week, would come back, go out again. Well, Aunt Josie falls head over heels. Mom says that's all she'd talk about. Dominic this, Dominic that. She was driving everybody crazy. They'd even catch her staring out the window some nights.
Looking for Dominic?
Who else? I think they went out for like 6 months, maybe 7. He wined and dined her, out to eat, shows, stuff like that. Met our grandparents, Mom, her sisters.
She says he was the most handsome man she'd ever seen. Like Dean Martin, Tony Bennett handsome.
Who?
You should see his picture. Bzzz. Then he stopped calling, stopped coming over. She finally went to his work, but he was gone. He vanished. She couldn't find him anywhere.
A few weeks later, she discovers that he's married. He had a wife and 3 kids somewhere in Jersey. He wasn't on the road. He was with his family, being Mr. Daddy somewhere out there in the suburbs. He was 2-timing Aunt Josie. Never said a word, the bastard.
Did she confront him? Don't tell me she shot him.
No, nothing like that. She just went back to work. Every day her parents gave her crap, but she ignored them, just went on like it never happened.
Then, one day, she meets Uncle Louis at a church dance.
Oh my God, Uncle Louis, the ugliest man you ever saw, and short. I don't think he was 5'4", maybe shorter, like jockey short.
Oh, and he had this lisp and a deep voice, kind of like this.
Come on, stop. This can't be true.
We lie about Toscano family folklore. Come on, Arl, may God strike me dead. She married him 3 months after they met. They had 2 kids, were married for like 35 years. I think he died in some kind of car accident. And she died a few years later from grief.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Ma says she was never the same after he died.
Grief over Uncle Louis?
Maybe Dominic. Mom won't say. Maybe she doesn't know. Now do you get what Mom was talking about?
Sorry, I'm still confused.
Arl, don't be thick. She fell in love with Dominic. Real love, like Romeo and Juliet love. And look what happened. He broke her heart.
He crushed her heart, stomped on it, jumped up and down, took it in his hands, and...
No, calm down. People are staring. Then she met Uncle Louis. Ugly, short, lisping Uncle Louis. And she learned to love him. And then stayed with him for over 35 years. Had 2 kids with him. They built a life.
Our cousins, Margie and Rudy. You met them at our weddings. Rudy, the really short guy. Marge, the unibrow.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Rudy. I had to bend over to shake his hand. They built a life. Huh, that Aunt Josie must have been something.
Yeah, she was. Tough as nails. Okay, glasses up, girls. To Arlene, Piscano, and Chris Popnanuda. To Arl and Chris, may they have a long and happy life.
May they learn to love.
And may their sons look nothing like Uncle
Mom, where's Lo? I saw her car out front.
Oh, she's around here somewhere. I think Phil's inside with little Philly. Where's my little Tony?
Well, Big Tony's parking the car. They'll be here in a few minutes. You see Arl? She brought Chris, right?
Yes, she's here too. That Chris is handsome close up. I used to think his eyes were like cross-eyed, but I was wrong. Maybe it's me. He brought a tray of food from the restaurant.
I know what you mean about his eyes. I think it's because he cocks his head funny and then moves it when he's talking like this. Remember, you're going to talk to Arl about the love thing. She needs more convincing.
Oh, anything for Arlene. You know that. Oh, it was so sad when her father passed. She was only 11. You know, she practically lived here with you girls that summer. And her mother, I know she tries, but I don't think she's right. Paza. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mom, I know. Just don't be repeating that in front of Arl, okay? She knows her mom has issues.
You think I'd do that? What do you take me for? Maybe you're Paza now. Well, are you? I gotta go check the lasagna. I'll talk to Arlene after we eat.
Hey, Ange. How are you, baby? Hey, your ass looks great in that dress. You talked to Mom?
Yeah, she's in the kitchen. You see Dad. He's at the barbecue already.
In his element. I was thinking we should bury him in it. What do you think? I told Phil to stand by Dad so he knows how to act at little Philly's birthday barbecue next week. Between you and me, I don't think he knows how to turn the thing on.
Too busy primping and spraying. Oh, Lo, why is he wearing white pants? He knows they're going to get filthy, right? Oh, my God. He's got a horn around his neck. He really is afraid of evil spirits.
I told you.
Hey, girls. Chris is inside. I gave him a tour of your basement. Told him about those high school makeout sessions.
Oh, my God. 9th grade. Tony, stay by Dad at the barbecue. Oh, come on. I'm talking with Lo and Arl. I'll talk to you later.
Ange,
Ugh, he's doing it again. Why can't he just leave me alone for a few minutes?
forget it. Let's go on our famous Toscano kissing tour. Summer of 9th grade. Dad did the basement up like a tiki bar with brown grass and those colored lights.
What the heck is a tiki bar anyway? Arl, do you know?
Ange, who cares? I'm in the middle of my story. Drum roll, please. Andy Lacazio. Oh, he was one great kisser. My first, he did this thing with his tongue.
Lo, enough. Oh, how about when we both made out with him at the same time? First you, then me. Then you, then me. Like 10 minutes, wasn't it? He told us he'd never wash his lips again.
That was kind of weird, don't you think?
It was the best day of his life. I don't care what's happened to him since. He could have won the lotto, married Jennifer Lopez. Nothing better than kissing the Toscano girls at the same time.
Look, Dad set up the bocce court. Oh, I hope he teaches Phil and Tony how to play this year. Aro, I seem to remember I took you for $10 last year.
Yeah. You never stop talking about it. It's like we were playing in the World Series of bocce. Bitch.
Arl, I told Mom you wanted to talk. She'll find you after we eat. You can bring up Aunt Josie, just don't do it right away. Let her talk for a while, and then you can ask. And don't laugh. Promise?
Why would I laugh?
Okay, everyone, find a seat. Mrs. T's famous lasagna's here. Come on, bring the meat over. Those sausages have got to be ready by now. And what about the chicken? Oh, don't burn it like you did last year. Nobody wants burnt chicken. Tony, help him out, would you? You too, Phil. Come on, boys. We don't want the food to sit.
It looks great, Mom.
Sure does. It gets better every year.
Oh, thanks, girls.
Did you tell them about the salad?
Yes, come on. I told them about your tomatoes.
From my garden.
Yes, from your garden. With your own hands. And your cucumbers. And your zucchini. Drives me nuts. I'm gonna stab him one of these days right through the eye. I'm gonna cucumber you if you don't get over here with the meat. I forgot the Parmesan in the kitchen on the counter. Oh, baby, run upstairs and bring it down, would you? And make sure I shut off the stove. Thanks, honey. Okay, let's mange. Come on, little Tony. Kick the ball, sweetie. No. Don't roll on it. Kick it, baby. Don't roll on it, I said. Kick. Oh, geez. I hope he doesn't end up like his father.
Hey, Mrs. T, great meal. And Mr. T did the meat just right.
Oh, don't tell him, okay, baby? We can't have his head swell bigger than it is already. You know, it's a wonder he can see the meat with the smoke steaming up his glasses. I think he cooks using Braille.
So, what do you think of Chris? He brought some desserts too. I think he's upstairs putting them on a tray.
Oh, he seems like a nice boy, Arlene. I bet he's good to his mother. You deserve it, especially after what you went through with Richie. Maroon. I saw his mother in the Pathmark last week. She wouldn't stop going on about you, not waiting for him. What he did for you and for your mother all those years. Yak, yak, yak. It doesn't stop. She talks almost as much as that Mary Carucci. I just walked away. Baby, what's the matter?
Nothing is private anymore. I thought that would be between me and him.
Baby, you're right. Nothing is private anymore. You know, sometimes we gotta have some soap. You know, they're the soap operas, but you know, sometimes you want some real soap.
Yeah,
Right?
you like to gossip. I know.
Yes, we do. But listen, don't tell the girls. But some nights I stare out the front window for hours. I don't even know what I'm looking for. And sometimes I'm not even wearing my glasses. Maybe I need a boyfriend.
Mrs. T, you do not need a boyfriend. You have Mr. T. You're a grandmother.
Arlene, God forbid. I was kidding. You know, I think I'd rather live alone. Like on that island from that show you kids used to watch when you were little. The McGilligan's Island. That's it. I just wouldn't want the rest of those people. Just me. Me and the huts and the trees. Paradise. Now, Ange said you wanted to talk more about your Chris.
Mrs. T, you were talking about compromises. The toilet lid, washing the dishes. I get that. But then you said you didn't love Mr. T when you got married? You said you learned to love? Am I saying it right?
That's exactly what I said. You learn to love. And if you can't, well...
Really? I mean, aren't you supposed to be in love when you get married? Isn't that what God wants?
Arlene, God was never married to Mr. T. Let him come down and live with the man, wash his clothes, sleep with him every night. If Mr. T was made in God's image, well, we're all in trouble, baby.
I don't know, Mrs. T.
Look, Arlene, I'll give it to you straight. Love is overrated. I want my husband to go to work every day, watch TV with me on Saturday night, support his children. That's better than love. That's devotion, respect.
I agree with that, but in the books, the movies, everyone is always talking about love, passionate love, unrequited love.
I don't know anything about quited love. I've never heard of it. What I know is that Mr. T and I have lived together for almost 40 years, and we haven't killed each other yet. We raised 2 beautiful daughters. We have 2 grandchildren. I don't need to know anything else. Okay. Maybe when I was younger, I was hoping I'd marry Rock Hudson, a man with muscles. He would sweep me off my feet, kiss me for hours. We'd have relations every day, and each day it would be better than the last. Then I learned about Rock Hudson. Don't you see? Listen, I don't care that he had his men friends. That was his business. No, he burst my bubble. It took me years to realize I shouldn't have blown that bubble in the first place.
I loved Richie. At least I thought I did. He was handsome, tough, took me anywhere I wanted. And look what happened.
Your bubble burst.
No, Mrs. T. My bubble came crashing to Earth like a flaming asteroid.
Yes, it did, sweetheart. Richie was your bubble. Chris is your Louie. I mean, Chris is your reality.
Louie, you mean your sister Josie's husband?
Who told you? Those girls. They can't keep their big mouths shut. Yes. I mean, no. Chris is not your Louie. Don't tell the girls. But Louie was perhaps the ugliest man ever to walk this earth. Arlene, there is ugly, and then there's Louie ugly. May he rest in peace. Stop with the giggles. Plus, he was short, like circus short. Thank God he was proportioned. His ears, his feet, his hands, they were all little.
What about his...
I don't know, and I don't want to know. But as God is my witness, that man was the best husband there ever was. He would work 8 days a week, 3 jobs to get Josie that new car she wanted, a second job always so he could send the kids to private school. And he loved my sister. Yes, he loved my sister with all his tiny little heart. Arlene, he blew the biggest bubble you can imagine, and it never burst.
But you said you learned to love. That you can't expect to just...
Listen, I was hiding behind the door one day, watching them in the living room. I was a sneak when I was a teenager. I saw him down on one knee. He was thanking my sister for being his wife, saying that he knew he was ugly, was short, had a lisp. He was holding her hands. He was crying, he was. Tears were running down his cheeks. And then she started to cry.
That is so sad.
Arlene, I think I'm going to hit you with one of Mr. T's sausages. It is not sad. It is the most beautiful thing I think I ever saw. It was a miracle. God, in his infinite wisdom, saw fit to have me, Carmela Manco Toscano, witness one of his miracles. Josie and Louie were more in love than that Bonnie and Clyde, more than anyone, more than should be allowed. It was real love, pure, like when you smell a little baby, you know, that new baby smell. Don't you see? He never believed that someone would want to be with him, let alone marry him. He was so grateful that he dedicated his life to my sister and his children. You should be so lucky, Arlene, to have someone love you like that, to thank you for being you.
Thanks, Mrs. T. I understand now.
Oh, you're a good girl, sweetheart. Now go get my girls and come sit with me. Phinney! Kick the ball. Don't look at it. Kick. It's a soccer ball. God help us.
So, Mom, did you straighten Arl out once and for all?
I don't know. What do you say, honey?
Yes, I'm straightened out. No more curves ahead. full speed ahead. Girls, we need to get together this week to talk about dresses and the menu. And isn't Robbie's brother a DJ?
It's really happening. Tony, it's bocce. You roll the ball. You don't throw it like a baseball. My God, he throws like a girl.
Oh, I'm so excited. Mom, can you watch Little Philly? Hey, Phil. Love the pants. You look like Carmine Jr. in those shorts.
What is he wearing?
He fell in the dirt chasing Philly. Please don't say anything.
Lo, he has the hairiest legs I've ever seen.
You should see the sheets in the morning. I have to change them every day.
Carmine! Be careful with those bottle rockets. Don't point them toward the house.
Chris, I can't hear you. I love you too.